That's it on there,
No, I was telling a story about one of my nemesis from the thrift that I saw today. I saw him outside of the thrift, which is even more peculiar. And just some stuff ensued that it went a little downhill.
Are you talking about just outside of the store?
Yeah, like we weren't in the thrift.
Okay.
Are we live?
We are live because you guys want to do like your intro.
Yeah, we'll
introduce
do
the show. Well, we're gonna be live in 3, 2, 1. Take it away.
Cool. Welcome back to Threads and Dreads. We've been on a bit of a hiatus, but we came back with some fucking upgrades here. Mike, kind of a mic stand.
The mic stands to come, but
It's
halfway there.
It's a beautiful champagne cooler right now, which I think is even more luxurious than even a regular mic stand.
I thought that was just a badass trophy.
Yeah, everyone thinks that, but it's just a Pier 1 champagne cooler that everyone assumes is a trophy we run for something. I don't know what it would be, but yeah, so we are back. I'm Pat. This is
Eric.
We are doing Threads and Dreads, and we are going full speed with it. As you can see, we've made some adjustments. We have actual audio now. We're filming on an even better phone than we filmed on before. So all the tech's really going up. We're the Radio Shack of podcasts right now.
Dude, we have somebody behind the screen back there.
That great point. I want to give
2 screens.
Big shout out to the engineer, the production manager, Sean, came through, hooked us up, knowing what he's doing with tech, since me and Eric are not the most tech savvy of human beings.
And don't own up-to-date computers or
Yeah.
equipment in that matter.
My computer just has Netflix, and that's about it. I don't even stray onto anything else. That's what my cell phone's for.
Kemi's in the house too.
We got Big Kem, wants to get an introduction.
Yeah.
So the plan going on with the show here is going to be, we are going to be trying to film every Thursday for you guys. Get audio, get video. We're going to do a light amount of editing. And then from there, we are just going to drop it all on Friday for everyone. The goal is to do 2 episodes a week eventually, so we can get that Patreon going, make some extra money off this, and if people enjoy, then they can support and get some more content from us.
If we can get some better equipment.
Yeah, we're looking for real mic stands.
Shop computer maybe.
Yeah,
maybe,
a real computer we could use.
We'll start with the mic stand though.
Mic stand would be nice, or even
additional mic.
a second mic.
That would be great.
That would be great as well. But you were talking earlier about you wanted to know some dog questions.
Yeah, I just think some things happen around the house, and
You found some pee, dude.
I found some pee. And I don't know how long it had been there, maybe a day.
We're
maybe
assuming
2
it's
days.
animal pee.
I'm going to say it's animal pee. Or
Okay.
it's a whole lot of human pee.
Well, I mean, I
Very
feel like...
stinky human pee.
Whoa.
So it had a particular smell to it. I just don't know if there's a difference between male dog urine and female dog urine.
I think to dogs, there's 100% a difference because I think it's only male dogs that do the marking.
Have you seen the males when they sniff the female pee and their lip trim?
Yeah.
Lip trim.
Because
they got the water starts coming out.
Because they know, dude. It's probably that
gets,
time. The dog. That's an instinctual thing. It gets their mouth high.
Yeah.
I mean that.
You know when you take a shot and you start salivating, it's almost.
That's exactly
it's
what.
It's about the same.
But usually in that case, I throw up afterwards.
Yeah, it depends on what part of the night we're in.
Yeah. For me, it's just any time. I just cannot hold down.
Can we get that? Look, did you look that up on your phone at all?
What was it?
That about the urine.
I did not look it up. I think it's better to just go based on how we feel and the science that we've gathered through life. I watch a ton of Planet Earth. I know all David Attenborough stuff. I'm fucking good, dude. I watched Zaboomafoo as a kid. I feel like a real zoologist. Jungle Book, dude.
Grew up with Steve Irwin and see how that ended up.
Rip, dude.
I'm gonna next time I could gauge it. I'm gonna stick my hand down there while he's leaking and
get in there.
Dog it.
Yeah, I think I think that makes the most sense is to really just, if you're going to do a science experiment,
Get a fresh sample.
don't go. What they do in Jurassic Park, dude. She sticks her hand right in that dinosaur shit, dude. That's how she figures out how it's sick, dude. So I think that's what you need to do to get to the bottom of this. What's the internet going to say? Some fake news for you, man. One or the other, dude.
It either is or it's exactly the same.
You get onto a Reddit forum and all of a sudden, maybe dog urine holds the key to life. They're just putting anything on. Is it true? We heard you back there saying yes.
Okay.
Okay, dude. Okay, dog.
Here we go.
What are you thinking on this whole situation? Tell me. This is a dog for people who are just listening. Kem is also here helping out. But I do have to tell you my predicament this morning when I was out thrifting. For those that don't know, I co-run PM Threads, PM_threads on Instagram.com. But so I'm out thrifting, and I have a couple nemesis in the thrift world. It's not someone I necessarily dislike in real life, but in the world of thrifting, we're not buds. I see you, it's Big Trouble, Little China. So I'm driving, I'm making routes like a damn general, dude. I know I'm timing things up like a pilot.
You got your spots timed out
100%.
to where you know where the racks are going to be.
I know where things are going to be at.
You talk to the people, you know what's going on.
I'm going, yeah. So I'm leaving a store.
You said fuck the middleman, pretty much.
Exactly. So I'm leaving a store, driving to the post office to just drop these packages off that I've been meaning to do. I'm like, all right, cool. All of a sudden, in my peripherals, because I'm a very visually aware human being all the time, I see a car that looks like one of my nemesis.
You know the car?
I gather information, dude. I know things about.
You follow him home yet?
I'm not following anyone.
Okay,
That's crazy. I'm taking clues, dude. I watch.
Making sure
I watch Psych. I watch Bones. You know what I mean? I'm getting the little clues, the little details about it. I'm seeing if he's wearing one shoe down on the one side more than the other. I know he's ripping a couple Mav menthols because I'm peeping knowledge. So I see this car and I'm like, damn. No way. And I was like, all right, it's probably just a coincidence. He's in front of me, pulls in to the motherfucking post office. So now I can't not pull in and really bitch out on the whole thing. I gotta jump in here and, get my packages sent. So I end up going in there. We're walking in at the exact same time. I'm the bigger man. And I hold the door for him. I'm like, hey man, you got a bunch of packages. I'm not an asshole. I just don't particularly care for you. So I hold the door. Very gentlemanly, right thing to do. He's like, mumbles something under his breath because he's like super tough and just uses a bandana. He's like real train robber style now that we're doing like masks. And he ends up walking in there. As soon as I get in, I gotta run out of the building because I realize I don't have a mask on. Now I look like a fucking idiot that just ran out of this store because this guy's in there. He knows, I know, so I just leave. I'm not doubling back in there.
What's he think he's shipping out?
I mean, he's doing the same thing all of us do. Everyone thinks that they're like the best of the best, and it's like if you're really the best of the best, you're not even in a thrift store. Those dudes don't really go to thrifts. That stuff's coming to you.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? I mean, it's not saying that we don't do the best, but round two is not just at the thrift store every day. Adam Feynman ain't at the damn thrift store every day. People be bringing in $1,000 shirts to them, looking to get, $50 in cash? Okay, I'll take that. That's fine. So it's like, it's the struggle. But I just felt like I was defeated by him today. Like that nemesis won the day on me. Magneto won. Actually, I would like to be Magneto.
Damn mask.
Yeah. But another topic that we're going to be bringing back, we tried it the one time with the last show, movie night.
Movie night or movie review?
Movie review.
Yeah, dude, I'm definitely down with that. I think that's a good one to spark up a little combo about.
I want to do you think we do more classics that people, as we're explaining, can relate to? Because I feel like you and me have not seen a lot of classic movies.
We're talking in the realm of like 70s, 80s? Or
I
are we
would
talking
say
like,
70s, 70s, 80s, 90s. I don't want to go too old. Like, I've never seen Casablanca, and I'm not going to see Casablanca, dude.
We're talking about like Gladiator and stuff.
Oh, okay, I've seen Gladiator. I want to go with
movies.
movies we've never seen.
Okay, yeah, well, yeah. We could,
Like, what's a good classic you think you've never seen before? I've never seen Nightmare on Elm Street.
I think I've seen the original one.
The OG one?
I'm pretty sure I have. We could start with that because you know what? It's fucking Halloween.
Halloween.
Yeah.
So we'll do.
October.
We do 4 for this month. Scary movie.
But not all Nightmare on Elm Street.
Not all Nightmare on Elm
We'll
Street.
start with that one.
We'll
First,
start-
Maybe do the first of a couple different.
Because that's
You know,
stuff
like maybe
I
maybe
know
the
about
first,
it.
Freddy the 13th or whatever. You know.
Yeah, Jason Voorhees.
Friday the 13th.
I just
not
felt-
Freddy the 13th.
Freddy the 13th.
You know
First
what I'm
off,
talking about.
that was such a missed opportunity for the Freddy vs. Jason movie that they didn't call it Freddy the 13th. That would have been so much fucking better than Freddy vs. Jason. To be like, what's it called? And be like, it's Freddy the 13th. Just
Freddy.
total mashup.
So yeah, we want to start with that one, and then
Yeah, let's do Nightmare on Elm Street, and then we'll just go from there. Cam, you don't need to eat this bench here, bud. But yeah, I'm totally down with that. We watch separately. We'll take some notes. We'll shoot it back, and we'll see where we're both kind of sitting at.
Yeah, definitely. If anybody else wants to peep in and chime in their little 2 cents, maybe we could read some comments. If on the Instagram plug,
We'll get some Instagram comments. We'll get some blog stuff.
We got the
Speaking
the
of
Gmail going, right?
we do have a Gmail. So if anyone wants to send any idea topics, any questions, want to tell me and Eric you don't like us, it's gonna all be at threadsanddreadspod@gmail.com. So make sure you're sending your ideas over that way. I was talking to a friend last night. I just need your personal opinion. People who have like a bird or like a big iguana, and they just let it run the house free.
Whoa, an iguana?
You never seen that?
No.
Oh, I had a friend, dude, when he was younger.
There's a screw in there.
He used to have fucking, just a big old iguana running around like a dog.
Whoa.
I'm not having an iguana run around my
I don't know
fucking.
about that.
Same with the bird, dude. I don't like their hands or feet or whatever their talons, dude. Like all that shit. I don't want to touch that really.
Just the long scales that look like fingers on the
Yeah,
side.
I mean,
don't know about that.
Like a bird. First off, I don't.
Not a bird flying around either. They got feathers everywhere.
First off,
shit
keeping
on
a
the TV.
keeping a bird in your
I
house
don't
just
watch
seems like
TV.
the most beyond fuck thing. Because a bird lives in the sky, and your house doesn't have sky. That's just
yeah.
a fact.
Ceiling fan.
Oh,
that's a
And then they're
hazard.
like, oh, we clipped its wings, and you're like, you paralyzed this bird so you can just look at it all fucking day? At least the iguana is just like it's a land pigeon, dude. They just
You're
fucking.
just gonna find turds in weird places.
And think about getting a dog isn't gonna startle me as much as
Fucking
an iguana.
iguana shit in toaster again.
Oh, it's the same way with snakes, dude. That's how the whole thing started. My buddy's telling me
Snakes in the house.
his neighbor
Creepy.
saw that he had got a dog, and he goes, "Oh, I got some pets too," and brings over a snake, which obviously is not equivalent.
Over here?
No, not here. We won't let snakes in here.
Oh, okay.
There's
no snakes.
There's no snakes in PM threads, dude. That's neither literal or proverbial, dude. Zero snake zone. But yeah, I think the no snake policy is 100% active here. We can have slimes because we all love Young Thug, but no snakes. We cut the grass. But yeah, he's like, the guy brings over a snake to kind of show off as if he has a dog too, and it's like, a snake is gross. I know snake's not slimy, but it's slimy in my mind.
This is my car snake, though. It's just one he keeps in his car.
He just keeps it in his car,
This is a
dude.
Viper. This is a fucking Viper.
Oh, dude.
This is what you see an alarm systems say Viper? Yeah, it's an actual Viper. they
Dude,
put
they
in
just
your
have a
car.
bunch of, like a breezeway, like a foyer, and it's just filled with poisonous snakes that at night you just kind of let live in that foyer.
Oh,
So
yeah.
if someone tries to break in,
the house, be like, oh,
you
dude,
dead.
You got a black mamba coming at
Oh,
you.
yeah.
At like 27 miles an hour.
whew,
Ain't doing that.
Yeah, birds, snakes, big lizards, all those things. I just
Small
don't.
lizards are okay. Pocket lizard.
Chameleon.
Maybe a pocket lizard.
Pocket lizard,
I'm just
cool.
kidding. It's just-
But like I was saying, I think chameleon, okay. You're okay to have a chameleon.
So I whipped up my lizard.
I whipped out my lizard.
Shout out, Little Rascals.
Something that we did get requested already from Instagram was, are you familiar with Warren Lotus?
No, don't know who that is.
All right. So a big thing going on right now is this kid from New York, not kid, he's a guy, but is redoing all these dunks in his own fashion. So it's basically the same silhouette as a regular Nike SB dunk, but the front of the swoosh is a Jason Voorhees mask, which is one of his homages or little logos.
Okay.
So he did a Heineken style one, which is a colorway that they did in the early 2000s
All
or
with the
2010s.
Jason mask on the front?
All with the Jason mask.
Okay.
But he spent a good amount of time and money developing the sole. So the sole's all custom that says WL. The insole's all custom. So the big debate is this guy just making bootleg Nike SBs, or is he doing something similar that Bape did with the Bapestas, or Ian Connors did with Revenge Storm, that pays homage to a shoe, but its price point is above the shoe it's based on, therefore kind of making it acceptable.
Are you kicking back any money to Nike or anything? Or
No.
you just kind of you're just using the model. You're not exactly using like the swoosh or anything. You said the one dude just kind of switched up the thing a little
He
bit.
switched up.
I seen the Bapes that you were talking about.
Yeah.
So I know that.
So it kind of looks like that.
I know what those look like.
So the big thing now is Warren Lotus is actually partnered with Jeff Staple, who back when Nike SBs originally first boomed, one of the biggest, most notorious releases is the original Pigeon Dunk release at Reed Space in New York.
I don't think I've ever
So
seen those.
this probably happened, and I'm sure someone can correct me, but I'm going to say like maybe 2005, 2009 time frame. This was such a huge, it was one of the first times Nike saw that you could sell shoes in these small niche markets and have huge turnout. And it's when they actually started realizing that resale market is way higher than what the actual market of the shoe is.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
So it was the first time
understand
that shoes
yeah.
were almost getting made to be resellable. Like at this,
It just started getting that popular to where like everybody kind of like started doing it.
well, there were always people who wanted Jordans and wanted these other shoes that were, status piece shoes. But the resale market on it was never the same in a collector sense that, the staple dunk is just sold in this one store. It's sold at this one time. You have to be there to get it. And you'll buy it. Now people buy them if they're beat to fuck.
Pretty much. Oh, right. So pretty much just like the camping out, sitting in front of this.
This is when this first kind of started.
What, like you said, like 2005?
Around like 2005-ish time.
Okay, gotcha.
Where when people were leaving the store, they were getting mugged as soon as they're leaving from like street dudes who have baseball bats ready to be
that's
run up out the
bonkers.
shoes.
That's crazy.
First time I want to say it was the first time Nike, or there was a police shutdown at a Nike event for a single shoe. So the big thing going on with that now is Warren Lotus has actually teamed up with Jeff Staple to recreate the Pigeon Dunk in the Warren Lotus motif.
Okay.
So it's exact same everything, it's just Warren's factory. So does Jeff Staples getting involved add legitimacy to the shoe itself? Sean just let us know the original Pigeon Dunks right now we're going for $25,000 online. So that's the status symbol they're at.
Right,
but do you think Jeff getting involved with the actual making of this shoe creates more legitimacy for Warren Lotus in the future for his shoes, or does it just continue on as a bit of a novelty thing?
I really don't know I'm not gonna put too much in on this because I'm not like a big shoe guy or anything. But I think that's if they do that with this one, maybe it could like lead to future,
build off.
Build with that or go off that in the future. But as far as shoes go, I'm kind of more in the skate shoe realm. Well, so maybe we can get into one of those, like maybe like a skate shoe one day.
I was gonna say.
On a side note.
Yeah, I think it's nice to hear though the difference between people who are. A lot of these sneakerhead people just get so far like up their own asses about things that like they just want to comment constantly about.
Right.
You're stealing this, you're doing that. When they don't necessarily see all the hard work getting put behind it, and it's really easy with online presence to just dogpile onto someone saying that they stole it and not understanding the first ones he made took over a year to get produced because they're all being custom made. It's not
gotcha.
bootleggers.
Right. It's not getting produced in a facility that's just like pumping out shoes.
But I think the question for me, from someone who's not super involved in shoes, such as yourself, do you think he should be allowed to use that Nike SB silhouette in general?
Why not? I mean, I guess a bunch of other people did, or already have.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
you think he's just getting dogpiled on now because it's the newest version?
Maybe, yeah. I guess everybody's got something to say now too.
Yeah.
I totally
agree.
Everybody's like, you know what I mean. More time to like sit there and look at it and talk shit about and stuff.
And I think when it's someone newer, Bape was such an established brand, and they made the Bape stuff before the internet really was like rolling hard, and people were commenting as much on social media things.
Like Instagram to be like, oh, this it's so quick. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's like.
And I think also SBs are making like a huge return in just the scene in general. You notice them getting made by anyone's doing collabs. It's the cyclical cycle of fucking shoes that SBs will be huge for a little. People will make those. We're gonna switch back over to fucking Air Max 95s or fucking Air Force Ones. It all just silhouette gets burnt out. Right, everyone switches over.
And then just do like custom, or just like collab.
Yeah, it's all collab. Like, Tom's could be the next one. I totally for that.
Toothpaste?
No, the Tom's shoes, man. For every one you buy, they donate a pair.
Wait, I'm not even hit, dude.
Whoa. Tom's might be right up your alley, too. Okay. I could see you rocking as a house shoe. I could see you in a pair of Tom's. Crocs are fucking huge now. Everyone makes a pair of Crocs. Post Malone got Crocs. Chinatown got Crocs. Anwar Carrick got Crocs. Everybody got fucking Crocs, dude. Ben Baller got Crocs. All these fucking Crocs out there. We were making fun of Crocs 10 years ago. My mom was buying Crocs. And now all of a sudden,
float, right?
They float. I think everything's dictated by just people in restaurants is what this whole thing seems to be. That restaurant workers, next level idea that Sean threw out. Steve Irwin Crocs.
Oh my God.
How have we not with the Stingray back?
Stop.
Are you kidding me, dude? That's the idea. And I'm calling Crocs on that one today.
I thought you just meant, some Crocs that were really floaty so we didn't get stung by that
stingray. No, I want to have the little
extra booties.
I put a little tail at the back so you can tether them together if you want to throw them over your shoulder. But at the end of the day,
what are you talking shit about, Steve?
I love Steve Irwin.
I love Steve.
Steve Irwin over Jeff Corwin. You remember him? Jeff Corwin.
The rip-off with the fake Steve?
Yeah, dude. He was like the American Steve. He was just kind of beat. I was never a big Jeff Corwin guy. He was way too happy. He seemed fake happy. He was like the Bear Grylls. Like Bear Grylls seems really cool, but as soon as the camera's off,
he's in a hotel.
They're in a hotel, dude. He's at a titty bar in Nepal, dude. He's
waiting, dude.
Oh,
they're like, hold on, just don't wait to fire it up. Wait to fire it up. My camera's off.
The camera's off. Someone get me out of this fucking camel stomach ASAP, dude. I need a beer.
I got stung by 8 bees trying to chop down that tree for a fucking tent, dude. This sucks.
I wonder how much money you make doing. Because I don't think you make money doing, like, Naked and Afraid.
Maybe. Was that a contest?
Yeah. Oh, that's one where they just put you naked out in the woods.
Oh, what's the one? Oh, damn, I am not going to.
The Netflix one?
Is it Alone?
Alone.
Is
That one is.
That one's pretty real. You get to pick like 10 items to
That-
take with you.
I fuck with that
That's
one the
like-
most.
And then it's just on you, dude. And then when they come and check on you every week to make sure your vitals
Yeah.
are alright, to make sure you're not dying.
Well, that's why I like the Alone
That's-
one a lot more. Naked and Afraid, I'm never just gonna be naked out in wilderness ever. No,
Butt naked? They leave you butt naked?
they leave you butt naked. Because that's like the draw on it. They're like, oh, they're all naked. Like, they gotta make clothes and shit now. And you're like, dude,
That's just torture.
it's torturous.
That's torture.
I watched one dude on it. He was
It's
just,
fucking, what year is it? 2020? There's gear and shit.
yeah, it's all for the blurry titties, dude. That's what it,
Oh,
like, they just,
God
it was
damn
exactly
it.
for them to be like, dude, that was Discovery Channel's attempt for like sex sells. They're like, all right, we'll make them naked and afraid. And you're just like, who the fuck is this drawing for? People were like, wow, I like people naked and I like people afraid. This is just the fucking show for me. No, I'd rather watch Alone. Yeah, Psychos for sure. Only watching Naked and Afraid.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I missed that one.
It's Discovery's always hitting me with some bullshit where they're telling me, oh, watch this guy get eaten alive by an anaconda. I spent 3 weeks waiting to watch this dude get eaten on TV. Doesn't even get eaten. Dude gets wrapped up by like 2 coils. Bitch is out. He's gone. He's like, oh, the armor's not supporting the snake. I underthought it. And it's like, yeah, dude, the snake's gonna kill you. That's what we all tuned in for.
What armor?
This guy, it was a while ago. It's back when they had people doing like tight ropes across a couple buildings, and you know, it was a bunch of stunts, was television.
Okay.
And this dude had a big thing on Discovery where they're like, hey, we're gonna go check out this anaconda infested island. That the whole island is just like floating mud underneath it. It's literally a giant ball of anacondas just fucking. Like you don't know heads or tails of anything. I know, Kemi, it's crazy. So
What you got, King?
their big thing was after the fucking island visit, they're gonna go get eaten by an anaconda. And the dude has his armor on, he's all fucking jazzed up. He's super into the fact that he's getting eaten. Snake wraps him like 2 times. Fuck. He immediately starts crying. He's like, its teeth are in me. Yeah, dude. A snake is attacking you. I mean, I know I'm talking about snake attack from 8 years ago, but it still upsets me to this day.
Kevin, what's going on there, bud? Come on, bud.
Oh, we did have another shout out question from the internet, which was a little bit about the origins of the shop that we're in, that we're recording out of, that has become the studio that is PM Threads. So
Back in the day, it was in your basement, right? We're talking about this one actually, or before that.
So before that one,
okay.
there was actually a spot further down on Lorraine that Matt and myself, it was mostly Matt's art gallery, but I
forgot about that.
I just do what I do, where I just kind of like weasel my way into things, and then I'm just there for a while. It's a good Shannon family trait that we have. And that one was a piece of shit, dude.
Oh,
We were scraping up all the tiles. It was the winter, and we could all just see our breath. Like, it was bad.
Didn't Matt like live behind that joint?
So no one lived over there. He had lived over like more in Cleveland, like deeper in a neighborhood, but he had got this spot as just an art studio. And I'll never forget, I'm like kicking up tiles just because at a certain point you become like 6 again, and it's just fun to like rip up tiles off the ground with your feet.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm kicking up tiles, and he's sitting there on like a 1920s typewriter. And I was like, oh, what are you doing there? And he's like, oh, I'm writing a letter to the landlord. Which I thought amazing, because you're writing it on a typewriter, and it's 2015. So this is so official. And it's basically just like, hey, dude, fuck you. If you don't turn the heat on or make this livable, I'm going to move out. So he moved out. The heat did not get turned on. And we ended up in the building we're in right now. Matt found the first side that originally was a church. Then some urban designer came in here and like blew a bunch of it out, and then Matt ended up getting it. The area that has the actual shop in it used to be a fucking hair salon.
Oh, that's true.
But it was the most bootleg. 0 haircuts were done in that hair salon. The front room was carpeted.
Oh, that's right.
If you walk into a barber shop or a hair salon that is carpeted, business is not happening. That's not a real place to do work, to cut hair.
I actually remember coming over here in the early days, and they would ask to fix my hair or tighten me up.
Yeah, that was.
I was like, dang, that.
They wanted to get their hands on them dreads.
I was like,
The thing was about it, it was just such a weird family front.
I
And
think it was.
one day, because once a month you would hear the meeting next door of them all just yelling in there and going on about shit. So one day I'm leaving, this lady's just throwing all her shit right out into the street. There's no like curb, it's just fucking all concrete. So you're just breaking TVs, all this shit. We want to get the spot, and I said something to Matt about we should look into it. And the next day I'm at work and he's like, hey man, we got the spot. And I was like, all right, well that was super quick.
Just talked to the landlord.
Yeah, we just talked to the landlord, got the spot, and
nice.
just ended up converting
you had to
it.
rip up all the.
How? That is a good question. I was trying to think about how long we've had, even just being in Lorraine Station. We've been in Lorraine Station now for probably maybe 8 years.
In this building.
In this area, I mean,
or like,
we've probably been in this.
Okay.
Probably been in this building for 5 years.
Word, yeah.
We've had the shop side for maybe 2. Matt was over here for 3 before that. I mean, it was definitely. It's a crazy thing that just lucked into it. I feel like I just keep starting little like forts that I did as a kid, but just turn them into small businesses to make them financially semi-sound.
Yeah, nice. Yes.
But I'm happy that we're using it in different ways. Even podcasting in here is more enjoyable. I think it's something better than just killing time. I know I'm usually pretty good at talking about nothing for extended amounts.
Dude, we've been doing it for quite some time. Before the podcast even started, just doing the old meetups and link-ups.
I mean, you and me, even our story is kind of crazy of we hung out for 2 or 3 years when I was in high school, when I first met you, and I didn't see you for 5 years after that.
Yeah, it was a long time for sure.
You know? And then I saw you at class one day and was like, no shit, let me just go say hey. And we jumped like 3 chapters ahead and just had coffee every morning for the next 5 weeks after that.
Yeah, it was a while. And then, just kept in touch and got this stuff rolling. And
yeah, I think
been putting clothes on my back.
I try to. I try and keep all of Cleveland looking good.
You know.
On the low. But we started doing the podcast with just the online YouTube stuff. We're going live on Instagram whenever. That was the big quarantine thing. We're all going live on Instagram every night.
That's when we first started. Yeah.
That was early Corona days. People don't even remember that time anymore. A time without Corona.
Hey man.
But yeah, I think it's us being able to do this and kind of branch off from us having our regular conversations is going to be something fun. I really want to have more shows, more stuff in here. So whether it's podcasting, art gallery stuff.
Speaking of shows,
yeah,
how was the last one?
The last one was good. I'll give my formal apology to Larry and Yohei. Your Uncle P got a little drunk. I didn't eat all day, so that was the issue. I'm horrible about
I think the 2 posts you posted were like, "Hey, what's going on? Don't forget to bring beer." I was like, "Oh, all right."
Yeah,
so there's no beer. I thought there was just no beer. I was like, "All right."
No, I just drank all the beer, dude.
I came over with
there were beers.
By
I
the
just
time
drank
I got
them all.
here, you were really in there, dude. I was like, "All right."
It's had no food before.
I understand that totally. You at least got to get a juice in you or something.
I know.
You know?
I recovered too late. falafels were had, but it was after the
Oh
point.
my
Damage is
god.
done.
But no, Yohei and Larry crushed it on that show. If you guys don't know what show we're talking about, we had an Ire pop-up event here last weekend. You can find Ire on Instagram. We'll put the link in the description. But yeah, they crushed it. Had some really great designs. Hooked it up. Some people came through and bought a bunch of shit over here. So yeah, it was a good time. I want to do more stuff like that. If anyone has any ideas or wants to do anything, feel free to hit us up. We're always down to explore the options that we have.
And then where can you find that at? Is it go through PM threads? Or
Yeah, go through PM underscore threads. Yeah, for the events.
Yep.
Yeah, that would all go through there. It's me, Matt, Rory, all kind of just working to do the best thing. We also have a T-shirt that is up for pre-orders. It is
I gotta get in on that stuff.
PM Grand Prix, the night race. Because I never seen a Grand Prix race at night. I think it sounds really dangerous. So that was kind of the idea behind it. Is I definitely just fuck with old racing shirts.
That 24-hour Le Mans, baby.
That's what I'm saying. I did the world tour on the
All day,
back where I just
all
found a
night.
bunch of dangerous cities. I didn't know a dangerous city in Russia, so I just put St. Petersburg because I assumed they were all just relatively dangerous no matter what. It's like you can always put New York City if it's you need a dangerous
they all
city.
go fast out of
And
Florida.
that's what I'm saying.
baby.
And the tagline I was happy with, everything's faster at night. I think that's ambiguous and can mean a lot of things to a lot of people. Everything's a little bit faster at night.
You know
though.
that's right.
So if you want those, we got 3 colorways, short sleeve tees. Pre-orders are in the PM Thread Shop Instagram. At the moment, I don't think we have any other shows lined up. So if anyone, like I said, wants to jump in, we got plenty of space. I'm always happy to move it around too. And if anyone's looking for art or wants to help support your local art community here in Cleveland, we got a ton of stuff, and I know everyone's happy to sell it. So making sure you're coming through, checking out all that good stuff. What you got going on coming up here?
Not too much, really. Just been kind of keeping it low key, chilling at the house, doing my juice thing. You know.
I was gonna say, how's the juice regimen been going?
Dude, I gotta drink at least 1 or 2 a day. Shout out Daily Press for keeping me, keeping me
The
healthy.
homies, dude.
It's pretty much my, my breakfast. I'm not a really big eater in the morning, so
Dude,
couple juices, good to go.
my mom did her first juice cleanse. So
How'd you feel about it? I've never done like a whole day just juice, no food.
I don't know if she did it right exactly.
On purpose, I'd say.
Yeah. I don't know if she did it right. She explained it to me about 10 different times what a juice cleanse was, as if I had never heard of it. And I'm like, dude, I know exactly what a fucking juice cleanse is. Stop. But it's my mom, so I have to be polite and just be like, hey, dude, I know what a fucking juice cleanse is. We don't have to talk about this again. But she tried it for her first time. She definitely didn't. I think she thought it was gonna be like orange juice. Like, oh, you just drink a gallon of fucking orange juice in a
All
day.
day.
And you're like, no, you need to get your leafy greens. You need to get some herbs in there.
Oh, yeah.
Some beets,
That's
some
how
veggies.
I meant to bring the ingredients to this, but I know it's like a carrot, ginger. It's like an immune boost type of.
Gives you
of
that.
juice. Yeah.
I think juices like that too give you good energy versus it's not just drinking apple juice.
Right. No.
I feel like regular juices now just have zero actual nutrients.
Oh yeah, that's the big thing on those. If you don't drink, well, at least for me, if I take a couple of days off, I feel the difference.
That's what
know what I
you
mean?
start to juice withdrawal.
I do a little bit, dude. I'm just lack of energy. It's can't get that go in the morning. I do coffee and stuff like that, but
See, I've been leaning way off the coffees.
really, you going more tea? You said you were leaning tea.
I'm doing some more tea. Honestly, I was trying to lean off coffee. I've had a cup every morning this week, but that's just because I've been getting up and stopping at a gas station randomly and trying to find a good gas station coffee.
You were talking about the gas station coffee earlier.
And they all fucking suck, dude. They're
I thought you said,
horrible.
wait. So how was the BP coffee?
Had it twice. Both taste like battery acid.
Ooh.
Then I was telling you my deal with I wanted to just get McDonald's coffee, but for some reason in the morning everyone's gotta go fucking McDonald's and they're parked in the fucking street.
McGriddle,
Like they're
dude.
giving it away. It's them fucking McGriddles.
It's the McGriddles, dude. I'm
They're-
telling you.
I got an 80-year-old woman waving me around like she's directing traffic because she's waiting in a fucking major street to get a goddamn McGriddle. So my thought is, oh, well, everyone's waiting at this McDonald's. Meanwhile, Burger King across the street, fucking ghost town. I thought it was closed till I pulled around. And they're like, hey, what do you want? And I'm like...
Just one person.
Yeah, it's just clearly one person. I didn't even have to pull up to it. I pulled up to the second window after I paid. Same person just ran down to the second window and handed me my coffee out of there. And that coffee...
Hold on 1 second.
Also tasted like shit, dude. First off, scalding hot. As soon as it becomes drinkable, it's like ice cold. There's zero in between. It's fucking magic. You go from scalding hot that I can feel my hand burning holding it. I blow on it like one too many times. Ice. It's like a slushy now. Yeah, I was upset too, Cam.
He said, "Fuck Burger King coffee, dude."
But yeah, I've been trying to. I want to get more into the juices. I feel lazy about it. I need to go on to doing a whole little regimen.
Come on, Bubba.
You're free, Bubba. But yeah, it's one of those, like, good coffee is amazing, but I just never have time to make good coffee. Like, I want a French press. I want to fucking pour over.
A French press.
It.
I'm a old school coffee pot kind of guy.
The first time I did a French press, honestly, now that I look at it, it's pretty self-explanatory. But, you know, I'm just kind of a big Labrador Retriever, so my brain doesn't, like, kick on all cylinders all the time. So my buddy has all the coffee sitting in there, the hot water or whatever, and I'm like, dude, it seems like you just push this thing down, and that makes coffee. Pretty self-explanatory.
That's not how it works, right? Or does
Oh,
it?
dude, I'll pop this thing down. I'll put all my strength into it.
Uh-oh.
This whole thing, huge explosion. So now, of course, I've done this right near, like, some paintings people are working on, some clothes and shit. So I'm by myself trying to clean up, like, this huge coffee ground explosion. Thankfully, Zach's there, and he's empathetic, so he's just trying to take some of the blame, and I'm like, yeah, dude, you can use some of that. What's up, Bubba? But, yeah, it's my first time. Dude, it was a French press explosion for sure. It was, but then after that, I figured out how to use it. I'm a trial and error kind of guy.
It takes one failure and then
One failure, now I know, hey, don't slam that down.
Don't fucking slam dunk the French press.
I'm a person, I gotta touch the stove once to figure out that this motherfucker's hot.
The red?
That's
not spicy.
Everyone said it was hot, and I really didn't believe them, and then I touched it, and it turns out it's hot as fuck. And that's just my mentality, though. I feel like you always go with the Cafe Bustelo.
Oh, dude, that is long done.
Really?
Long gone.
You're
dude.
out of the Cafe Bustelo?
I also used to eat about a pack of Rolaids a day, and I didn't understand
Why?
And then I stopped drinking Cafe Bustelo.
Oh, yeah.
Started drinking that nice Aldi's Peru blend.
Ooh.
The fresh bean.
Was that dark or light roast?
Medium.
Medium?
Medium.
Because you know what it is? It's actually the darker the roast, the less caffeine.
I like the medium. And
I
grind it up pretty good.
It's a good middle. Oh, you get the whole bean?
Yeah, the whole bean. You know, I like to grind to my,
to your pleasure, yeah.
To my personal granulated.
See, I don't even know the difference between
grains.
Between that. Like,
Dude,
is it
like
the finer?
You could hit it for like, a couple times, and then just like your coffee looks like the gas station coffee.
Oh.
Clear. But if you buzz that up for a little bit.
You want it nice.
I like that Buzz Lightyear, dude.
I up and away.
Up and away, dude. You get it nice and ground up. I think it's just, I don't know. I might be wrong. Call my bluff, but.
No, I mean.
You just need 1 cup instead of 3.
Coffee's one of those things I know, 4 small facts about, that if I get into a conversation with a barista, that I can just drop that knowledge, and then I just walk away.
Kevin, you gotta stop that.
Try to chew up the
bench.
He wants the whole bench. Also, the Patreon can
buy us a new bench.
We'll get Kem an unlimited chew toy.
Well, he might just be, making a guest appearance every now and then, but, who knows?
He just wants to hang with the boys.
Have him chew it up the bench there.
What, I was going to say, Sean brought up a good point. Talk about some of the new things we got recently in shop.
Yeah, what
I was going to say, what did you get recently from here?
was the last thing I picked up? Oh, the medieval time shirt.
Your medieval time
Damn,
shirt.
I'll wear it next cast.
That always reminds me of Cable Guy.
Dude, that's the only reason I know of it.
Would you?
I would go to one.
All right.
Yeah, I didn't even know that was a real thing.
I need, just off the top, #1 Jim Carrey movie. Sean, write yours down while we're doing this. #1 Jim Carrey. Because I think Jim Carrey's a little polarizing now. You got some comedies, but you got some dramas. You got a lot of different. Are you an Ace Ventura?
I'm trying to think.
Because even like Ace Ventura and Dumb and Dumber, Truman Show. Truman Show's a classic.
That one's like kind of more real, or like more down, like on his what do you call that?
On his indie train almost.
Drama.
That's his drama indie style.
Drama style.
Because that was right around. What is the Andy Kaufman one? Is it Man on the Moon?
It might be. I would have to say Dumb and Dumber because I've watched that so many times. It's hilarious. I'm trying to think of like.
And
I watched The Mask a lot when I was a kid, and
I watch both those all the time.
I watched it now, and it's just like it wasn't really as funny as
The Mask.
It was like I was taking it too serious. I was like, I don't know, it was way more funny.
I think
when I was younger.
Dumb and Dumber is great just because the jokes per second on Dumb and Dumber is every fucking sentence is a different joke or something.
Dude, it's the whole
There's
thing.
the whole
Yeah.
because I'll be honest, I'm not the world's biggest Ace Ventura. Oh, all 94 was he did Ace Ventura,
3 movies
Dumb and Dumber,
there?
and The Mask.
Damn,
That's impressive as fuck.
that's creative.
That's smart though. Do that shit when you're young. You don't want to be Bruce Willis at 70 years old doing dog shit movies you don't
What's
want.
wrong with Bruce Willis?
Oh, Bruce is done, dude.
Come on, dude.
Big Willie.
You know about my tattoo, right?
I know you love Bruce Willis.
Okay.
I know how you feel.
Maybe we'll have to show the camera one day.
Yeah, I think we.
I think we
It
did.
might be in
did.
an online episode,
No.
but
Oh, what was that segment?
what was
Tiny segment?
Fifth Element? Bruce Willis is good.
That was good.
I can do Fifth Element. I can do Die Hard. What else?
That's all you need.
That Die Hard's really all you need.
Dude, you
He
watch
could have done
those,
Die Hard and been
watch
done.
those
Unbreakable.
5 over and over.
Unbreakable, yeah. That's. I think Unbreakable is. I put all those as a Samuel L. Jackson vehicle. I don't even consider him the
more, I just
star.
can't think of them right now.
I think Bruce Willis goes. He's got good movies, but I don't think he did as many good ones as we. His ratio of good movies to bad movies, I bet we're going a lot higher on bad movies, dude.
Any movie with Bruce Willis is already better than it would have been without Bruce Willis.
Okay,
You know
yeah,
what I'm
but all of
saying?
his movies are like
Just
direct
think
to
if those
DVD.
movies were made without Bruce
They couldn't
Willis.
be made.
dude.
They couldn't be made.
They couldn't be made.
Bruce Willis is most of the
They
movies
couldn't
that
be
Bruce
made.
Willis is in. If they didn't get Bruce Willis, that
That was
movie's
it.
canceled.
That was it.
It's
that was
canceled.
done. That was the end button, dude. Oh, that's hilarious.
I want to know.
That's
Yeah,
true,
how does
though.
he get when he gets scripts sent to him? How's he even reading those things?
Gimme.
Yeah, is he even reading scripts or is he just reading titles and going, "Ooh, that sounds like"? Because I don't think he likes acting
He
either.
plays a cop in most movies.
Oh yeah, but it's always not a good cop, but not necessarily a dirty cop. He's like a real fringe cop, always.
Cop, but he's the underdog. You know what I mean? He's really out there for the good guy.
It's always 80s style where he's a cop on the fringe who he doesn't sell drugs, but he definitely puts a lot of civilian lives in danger by just doing reckless things.
Oh yeah.
He's like,
he's definitely costing the city money in every movie.
Oh, what is it? Fucking Die Hard 2 with Samuel L. Jackson. They go on that fucking race to New York City. You're driving through Central Park. This is hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Great scene.
And it's also, I always think about, okay, well, you hit one of those trees, that tree falls, that could kill someone. People definitely died during that car. The tree dies. Bruce Willis just didn't give a fuck. But I wonder if him and Samuel L. Jackson are good friends. Because they did Unbreakable and...
Maybe after that movie. Maybe
They
after both of them. I wonder if like actors keep in contact with each other.
I wonder that too.
You know what I mean?
Because
like,
you think about it.
All right, later, man, hit me up as like work friends.
It's
You know
work
what I mean?
friends, but then every once in a while you're like, oh, I really fuck with this
It's
guy.
like you only really get together for the Christmas party, but it's like once in a while you can do a work friend thing. But then it's usually like a work friend thing when it's like, you know,
You're ready to leave. As soon as you get in the car to a work friend thing,
Opposite
sometimes
sex.
your first thought is, man, I wonder when I get to leave this whole event. And I think that's definitely got to be how it is. That
yeah, most
when you
of the
leave
time.
a job, most of the time, as you're leaving, you're like, oh, we're all gonna stay in touch and be best friends. Then you leave and you're like, cool, delete those numbers.
Famous people are only friends with famous people.
That's
They
true.
don't hang out with normal people.
Famous people have their own Tinder. You gotta like put in your W-2s and see how much money you got to get on it.
Wait, what? Really?
Yeah, there's like a famous person, and it's
But
not.
not Tinder. It's like a famous.
It's a famous person. It's the same thing as Tinder though. That it's just for famous people to link up, and they got like stars on there. They got real people. I forget what it's called.
Blender.
We're gonna look that up.
Blender.
Starfucker. I would. That's what it should be called, but it definitely has a real name that is just so innocuous too that you would never know. And they're like, "What's that?" And you're like, "That's what all the celebrities use to just keep our bloodlines pure in the stardom world. I don't want pores coming in here." I mean, I think that'd be a crazy thing to apply to get turned on and be like, sorry, you're not rich enough for anyone on this. You don't have enough influence. Like, I know, I'm sure I have enough
don't
influence.
have enough money. That's it.
It's gotta be just a money
ooh,
thing.
20 grand. Let's see.
You gotta have a blue check mark somewhere.
C-list at best.
C-list at best.
I don't know.
What if you're like
We're
what?
gonna have to show some ass for this.
Do you think Bruce Willis gets like denied from that? Like they're like, Bruce, dude, you haven't made one in.
Like, you're a cop in all your movies.
You're a cop, and that's already a bad look in today's world. You can't. Like, we're trying to keep you off here, Brucey.
Ooh, really going after the wooden items.
Is he
today.
teething?
No, I don't think so.
When do dogs teeth?
Baby time, I think.
Couple
months in. Yeah.
Oh yeah. When do like human babies teeth? Same
2
thing.
days.
2 days in.
2 days. 1
And then
day.
you just start growing them.
Mm-hmm. Usually they're in about a week.
I still, gun to my head, if someone was like, "Hey, does a baby walk or talk first?" No clue. Couldn't tell you.
Both at the same damn time if they're
Sick.
a fucking sick
Dude,
baby.
that'd be dope.
If they're a smart baby, they just
If they just stood
just
up
come
and
out
went,
of the womb
"I'm gonna
like,
walk."
"Dude, fuck this. Let me go back in there for a little bit. It was warm. Now I'm cold. What the fuck?
I'm out of here, dude.
Out of here."
Dude, that would be.
Dives back in.
This world's not for us. Kimmy. But
What do you think?
I'm gonna say we're gonna continue doing the show. We're gonna keep doing Thursdays. Thursdays working for everybody. So anyone viewing, listening in, we're gonna film, record, do everything Thursday. We're gonna come back, have some more solid segments for everyone. We're gonna do maybe some games, some giveaway shit for in shop, fun stuff like that. We'll be dropping everything online on Friday mornings. So make sure you are following us at Threads and Dreads Pod on Instagram.com. Make sure you hit us up. We just started it today. It's a super cool picture of that kid from Free Willy getting eaten by Free Willy. So if you even just want to see that and give it a like, we definitely appreciate it. Eric, you got anything else for him?
Yeah, there's the Gmail account now. If anybody wants to hit that up, we're gonna put links to everything down in the bio, whatever description below. You know where to find me. You got my number if you got it. You know, and Nardello on Instagram. That's it.
Yeah,
You
we're
know?
going to be setting up a Patreon, so we're going to try and run a month of doing shows. If we can get through a month consistently, we're going to get you guys set up, get a Patreon, get some better equipment.
2 mics.
2 mics.
2 mics.
If you can believe it, maybe we get
Maybe.
crazy and get a 3rd mic for fucking Sean in here.
Damn.
We'll get nuts.
Fucking
So-
get a damn guest in here soon, maybe one day. We're not gonna shoot for anything.
Anything
but, you know,
crazy?
Anything crazy, maybe one day, depending on.
what happens.
Just what happens with it.
But
See
yeah,
where it goes. Ride that train.
keep following us. Do all the things. Hit us up. Let us know if you like the show. Thumbs up, likes, comments. Let's beat the algorithm. And we'll talk to you guys next time.
Peace.
Later.
Okay. Well
Cool.
done. Very well done.
Yeah, and well done for you, bud. Cause
You just started eating wood out of nowhere.
He's like, dude, if you guys don't listen to me, I'll eat all this wood.
I think I might. Hello. I think I might.
Welcome back to Threads and Dreads. We've been on a bit of a hiatus, but we came back with some fucking upgrades here.
Yeah, listen to that back. I think it sounds
Kind
tremendous.
of like
I just left my phone in my car.
It's
Nice. I
a-
hope people haven't.
It's a beautiful